Yes guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are good. I hope you are staying safe. So I was having a conversation with my friend over the past week, and he mentioned that he's gone for a loan and he had some plans for it. So today this video talking about 6 things you should absolutely not do with your loan money. It's a no-no. But before I go into the video, if you are new here, please click on the subscribe button and turn on notifications so that you don't miss anything that I post on this channel. Now, before I go into the substance of the video, which is the 6 things you should not do with your loan money, let me just give some background pointers. Now, I'm not talking about taking a loan for a business. I'm talking in this video about taking a personal loan. Even in Ghana, it's sometimes a bit difficult getting a personal loan. And also in Ghana, another thing that really worries us is the high interest rates that individuals also have to pay for, especially for bank loans and other microfinance loans. Now, it might interest you that some organization offer you, let's say, monthly interest. Some might to induce you. Some will say, oh, it's a 3% loan per month, 4% loan per month. If you look at it on the surface, you might think it's small, but do it on a yearly basis and you see that. So if it's 3% a month, a year is 36%. If it's 4%, you can do the math, 48%. So if you do, they might entice you with some small monthly rate. If you do it on aggregate, it becomes a bit on the high side, so have a look at that as well. And yes, borrowing from friends are also part, so it's not just limited to just borrowing from institutions, be it a bank or a microfinance institution. Borrowing from friends and family also fall in this category. So the 6 things I'll talk about also relates to that as well. Now let me zoom straight into the 6 things you should not do with a loan or borrowing. Now, the very first thing that you should not do with a loan or borrowing is that do not buy perishable goods or goods that do not bring you any form of income. Now, you realize that once some people take some loan or borrow from people, they want to start with a new phone or a much more flashy car, or let's say new shoes, new clothes. These items do not really generate you any form of income. So you end up having to pay the loan with something that doesn't generate you any income. So you get into trouble. You might get into trouble, let me put it that way, because it does not help you with your finances. Because you now probably the item with the shoe is even at home. Maybe you are working hard to pay off that particular loan. So please don't take loans to buy perishable goods. Now, the second thing that you should not take your loan to do is, it might sound controversial, but don't take your loan to bet. Now, betting involves a high degree of risk. We all know this. People might even tell you that there are safer odds and things like that. But and it might interest you that some people actually take monies from friends to actually bet. Now, once you do that and you lose the money, now you probably could be owing either a bank or owing a friend, and you know the repercussions if you owe a bank. If you're owing a friend, right, you put a strain on the relationship in terms of now the friend calls, you don't even pick up, and the person will text you all the time and you're running away. You might even have to borrow to pay another person, or to settle the person. You keep borrowing, get into more debt, and before you realize all your finances are in a mess. So don't also take monies to bet. Now, the third thing that you should also take a loan to do is to organize social or free social events, like weddings, like engagements, like funerals, like birthday parties. I understand we are most of us are young and we want to show off sometimes, but if you take a loan to probably do a birthday party and everybody comes to eat, have fun, and enjoy, go, at the end of the day, you are the one who's going to take all the burdens and cost. So why would you want to put yourself through that? Why would you want to put your finances through a situation like that? It got to a point in time where now weddings became a craze in terms of people actually borrowing to do flashy weddings, extravagant weddings. Now, positive of Corona is that people have cut down on their wedding costs and things like that. But I don't think that should have been the norm in the first place, the extravagant weddings, or even taking loans to do the weddings and the parties and things like that. Do something that you can actually afford from your savings or investment. Don't go borrowing from a bank to do that wedding that you dream of. If something's the most important thing is both of you understand each other, then you can actually move forward in your marriage finances. And the fourth thing that you shouldn't do with a loan is to pay your rent with a loan. Now, what happens is, if you borrow to pay rent, a year's time you're owing 2 people, probably owing a bank at the same time owing your landlord. You understand? Now you are in double trouble. So don't take loans to pay rent. I always tell people that in as much as possible, if you can stay with family as long as possible. And also, if you want to move out, look for a place that you can actually afford, that's within your means. I know our property prices are outrageous, but please try and find a place where you can actually stay comfortably, at the same time having not to resort to taking loans to pay off the rent. Another thing you shouldn't do with your loan amount is to go on vacations or travel with your loan amount or loans. I mean, memories are good. If you want to go to the Dubai, the Santorinis, Bali, whatever it may be, but please don't fall to the pressure of going to borrow to fund these things. If you want to go on vacation, plan for it in advance. Save for it every month by month, and when the time comes, you can actually withdraw that monies and actually use that for your vacation. Once you come back, realize that reality will hit you and now you owe people. You might even put a strain, like I mentioned, on your relationship, so don't do that. Now, the sixth and the final thing that I want to mention is, you can actually borrow to invest, but don't invest in high risk securities when you borrow to do that. If you're actually borrowing to invest, remember that your interest that you're supposed to earn should be more than the interest that you're paying for it to be a positive return to you. But remember that also, if the investment you're putting it in is very risky, you might lose your money and now you're owing the loan that you're going to take. We are in this country where there was a video where people had gone to borrow to put in some institution that had failed, and now they're in a dire mess. So if you're borrowing to invest, make sure you don't invest in high risk activities or securities. Put something that you can actually get a decent return, that you can pay off your loan as and when it falls due. Now, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you click on the subscribe button. If there's anything that I left out, comment in the description below, and let's get interactive. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on my social media. Thank you so much for your support. See you soon. Take care.